Jesus. That's a bit too much. Is everything set? Yeah, okay. I guess we're streaming again. Yeah. What? This is a different stream. Why is it... Why does it say elapsed time? That one's doing fine. Just go into plot view. What? Supposed to, I'm gonna try this again. Great. That's good. Sweet. Did you end up getting the Mac 3s? Oh, I should totally make... Why? I'm back in Belgium, so I'm the hell? I have a new setup, and I'm just trying to like get all my screens to work decently. What? Get smaller. Whatever. So long as I can see this bit. Oh, nice. 4 of them. Lucky bastard. I guess I don't need to see how many. Okay, whatever. Yeah, lucky bastard. Damn. So yeah, I'm back in Brussels for the summer, which is pretty nice. And yeah, I'm because at my house in Brussels, I have a monitor, but since my family's moving back to Canada, there's no point in buying another European monitor, since we're just gonna move back to Canada. So I have one European monitor, and I also have one super old TV from like 2001 or something like that. It has a really weird resolution. It's like 1378 by 768. It's or 1360 by 7 something. I don't know. It's really weird. So I'm not using that screen for much because it's just bad. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting for sure. Let's see. Oh, let's bring that over here. So I've made a few changes to the rig. I have a bunch of fixtures on the side here. I haven't patched them yet. I don't know if I will for this session, but yeah. I made a million changes. I added this big structure in the back. I don't know why. I just thought of it when I was listening to some AC/DC and was like, whoa, that's a cool idea. So that's that. Although one thing I want to do this stream is I'm going to be organizing my color combos, because as you can see right now, they're kind of all over the place. Wait a minute. What's ethereal? Oh yeah, that's right. So yeah, I'm gonna try and organize these a bit better than they are right now. One of the things I want to do is I want to add a bunch of barf palettes, so like blue barf and stuff like that, if that makes sense, because like I have rainbow barf and stuff like that already. But you know what? Boop, gonna turn that off. That's a bit better. Actually, I'm gonna put the music really quiet. Anyways, yeah, so I'm gonna try and organize these. Oh, right. You know, I'll just go do that. So, it's my execute screen. I had someone asking me last, I had a comment on my last stream asking about my bitmaps. And I don't know if they were asking for the link, because I do have a link on Google Drive that has a bunch of my generic bitmaps. I don't know if he was asking for that or if he was asking for instructions on how to use them. I'm not quite sure, so we'll just leave it at that, I guess. But yeah, I always have these 14 bitmaps. I use them quite a lot throughout. As you can see here, I'll just use my finger because I have a touchscreen. There's one missing right here. I have it, I just haven't assigned it. But yeah, as you can see, this section right here is where all of my main color palettes go, and I'm just kind of organizing them. I try to organize them by color, so these are mostly like reds, and that's as far as I've gotten in organizing them. But yeah, we'll go back here. So yeah, I have 1 million, I don't know how many, I think it's something 30 or 40 or maybe 50 that I have, and I'm always adding a few of them. So I've kind of started a thing here on this row. I try to organize them by row. So this row is all red stuff. I won't pull up the viz right now just because I don't really need to. But yeah, this row is all reds. I don't know if I'm going to go through each of the 14 colors I usually use. Probably not. I'm thinking it's going to be like red, orange, because I really, really like orange, yellow, etc. But yeah, there's going to be some special ones, and let's just get started here. Oh, I guess I should probably bring up this. Hopefully it's not too bad. I did this little setup last stream, and it worked quite well because I could actually put the previs and the campus screen on the same monitor. Anyways, yeah, I have a bunch of these windows. Oh, great! I have to. There we go. So if you hold Control, you'll get this, and these top soft buttons will turn into more layouts, so you can have, I think, 10 layouts in total. There's 3 that usually most campus consoles will have the 3 layout buttons. I'm pretty sure even the PC Wing has it, but yeah, for extra layouts you can just hold Control and it'll show you a bunch more. I usually work between 2. Usually I have my main, which is this. I haven't deviated from the stock first layout because it's pretty useful. And I have my execute window on my touchscreen. It's not full size because I don't have a PC Wing. Hey Campus, if you're out there, hit me up with that collab. I can't afford a PC Wing. Would love to have one. Anyways, yeah, so I have that on a separate screen, and I have this on my biggest screen. So I usually will have my execute screen on my touchscreen on my laptop, just so I can play around with it. So it's kind of like View Full or View Max, but not really. So like if I go, I need to assign a hotkey for that. I'm doing all of this with just my fingers on my touchscreen. It's really great. I need to bring the number of windows here down a bit because there's a lot. This, I need to clean up a bunch of stuff, like this beam window. Media window's coming along. I've actually started working with that a bit more than usual. Done some pretty neat stuff. Plan to really flesh that out. I've even added it to my playbacks. So right now in this setup, all of my playbacks, all of my main 10 playbacks are taken up. But yeah, some of these color combos. So actually before, I have layouts for each attribute. So I have, color beams, positions. I don't do intensity because it's kind of useless. I've never really used it other than to park some channels from time to time. But yeah, so yeah, my color combos are kind of all over the place. I used to have, I think, maybe 15 at max, and it was pretty great. They all did really well. I really like them. Some of the original ones are like Velvet Thunder. That's one of the original ones. Desert is an original. Scarlet Witch. But like, yeah, there's a whole bunch of new ones. RGB is one of my new favorites so far. But yeah, I'm going to try and organize these in a way that kind of makes sense so that I can lay it out the same way on my execute window. I think I'm going to keep it capped at 6, maximum 6 palettes per group. So I only have 6 reddish palettes, etc. So yeah, let's get to it. First thing I like to do, let's just look at what we have so far. Let's bring up the battens. The battens aren't recorded into anything since those are new. I'll have to update those. I'm so glad to be back in Belgium. It's really nice. Ethereal. Yeah, okay. So the way this is set up currently, man, I really wish you could open up 2 different color windows. That would be really nice. The way this is set up currently is I have reds, I have a bunch of like really colorful ones. So this is that row. Actually, these 2 rows are basically just really colorful combos. And then this row right here is starting to shape up. It's my purple row, or my, pretty row. So like lovey-dovey. Man, I really have to get used to that. So let me just bring up my spots to here, and I'll bring those down. Right. So that's better. Okay. So yeah, I have, these are just variations of different like purples. That's really deep purple and like blue. And then there's Nebula, which is, yeah, it's a bunch of like purple. I would put UV, but I don't have any palette, or I don't have any wheels for that, unfortunately. But yeah, that's ever expanding. I'm planning on adding like a blue one, a cyan one, and all that fun stuff. One thing before I start doing some actual programming, I have done a lot of stuff with the pixel, the media window or whatever, because it's really cool. So much so that I have a queue stack that presets all of the settings in the media window. It's just really annoying to have to go in and redo them. So it basically sets the color mode to absolute and the speed to like 0 for the effects, because I have a speed master. But yeah, this is really neat because all of this, I don't have to program any of these colors in. It just does it automatically. So it's really great. All you have to do is make a proper output window, and then you're set. So if I bring this internal, I think this is the output window it's going to. You can select which output window it works on. Yeah, with the grid number here, you can select which grid it plays back on, which is really neat. So I have a bunch of, let's just go like this stuff. This is really cool. I'm gonna do some more stuff like this. This is just, I found like a rainbow video on YouTube, downloaded it, brought it into Premiere, pixelated it, and then made it like this. Obviously there's still a bit of changes because it's not entirely perfect. It's not really starting from the middle. They trigger the whole rig. So I'll just bring the XQ window inside. So what I do is, well, yeah, my execute or my movement effects, they just activate the effect, but I have a position size a size master for my position effects and my movement effects. So I can have these activated and they won't output to the rig until I bring this up. And it also lets me vary the size of the effect. So if I just want like a really small effect, I can cap it 10%, or I can bring it up 200%. And I also have a speed fader on my Grandmaster to control the speed. The speed for my other effects, like my color effects and my intensity effects, they're all controlled from global tap to time, because you don't really need a fader for those. Although I am thinking about maybe implementing a side feature with the faders, with position fade masters for my color effects and my intensity effects. They are here, but using a touchscreen to control those speeds is kind of bad. It's not great. But yeah. So I can have, basically the pixel map stuff is just treated like another type of effect. So I also have a size master. Well, it's not really a size master, but it's an intensity master for the pixel map. So I can just fade it in and fade it out. It does this weird thing though, where it doesn't, when at the start it doesn't really fade great, but whatever, it's something to work on, I guess. But yeah, all these palettes here are usually included into the region with the all group. But right now, since I'm playing around with them, I just took them out of the region to work on them. And the Gobos is still a work in progress. It kind of works decently, but I'm working on it. Usually I like to have all of my Gobos on my main screen, but if you have a really big rig and you have a lot of different lights, it's not very efficient. So another window I have is this programming window, which is just intensities. So these are all just Q stacks, and it turns, I don't know if I program, oh yeah, these work. So like it'll just do that. So if I only want to work on the first row of spots, I can just turn this on. Yeah, it actually works decently. Oh yeah, the washes haven't updated those. But the only problem with that is I would have to update them all the time for every new rig, which is just another thing to update. And I try to keep the things I have to do for a show to the minimum, if that makes sense. I want to have a short amount of programming time. This show file usually takes about an hour or two to update. Once it's all set up, it works pretty well. But yeah, and as you can see, I use different groups a lot. So this row right here is anything that is like specific selection for the whole rig. So you can see I have a symmetrical selection, which I haven't updated yet. I still have to update that. I have random, primary, secondary. These two are used for color combos, and they're also used for my color picker on my main execute window. And then I have a bunch of, oh, good lord. And then it's the individual, good lord. And then it's the individual groups. And then I have different for all, like, say I have 16 spots or whatever. I think it's 18 in this. Yeah, 18 spots. I'll have different ways of dividing it up. So this is these three groups here. They also help with making color combos because they just select. Here, I'll just demonstrate it. Just set all those to white. So it'll basically, yeah, it just lets me do color combos like that. And I have a bunch of custom pink colors just because, like, I don't know why I have so many different purples or pinks or whatever. Yeah, it's nice to have. They're not used, I don't use these in my main color picker, they're just for making color combos. And then, yeah, as I said, my gobos are still under repair, I guess you could say. I'm trying to make a system where it works for any type of rig with any gobos. So you can see here, these are called, I have a little empty palette here that just says masters, and that's what they are. They're just masters, so they work for any of the lights. So the beams, it's basically they use the equivalent gobo. So obviously not all lights will have the exact same gobos, but they'll have gobos that look similar. So they'll have like breakups or whatever, or cone gobos, right? So I basically just record the I guess custom gobos for each light here, and then I just record that gobo into my masters. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, usually I try to put my aerials on a different fader, and that's what I did here. But I'm kind of losing space on my playbacks. Like I can't add, because I do have aerial beams, as you can see here, but I can't really make them a different playback because I don't have the space to do that. I would love to, but I think I might end up just, actually, yeah, I don't know. Because one thing I like to do with the ground spots is I like to bring them down and do this, because then I can put some gobos on and, like, where's my rotation? There you go. I can do some rotation stuff and do some pretty cool effects just on the band there. So that's why I have that on a different fader or playback. So let's open this up. But yeah, back to actually working. Velvet Thunder. There's a few of these that aren't really useful, if that makes sense. I think Christmas is one of them. No, Christmas isn't one of them. Red Sky is, because it's just red and blue. Nothing very special there. Whoa. All my monitors just did a really weird thing. There we go. I'm actually going to open this up and there we go, make it a wee bit brighter. There we go. That's much better. Man. YouTube's not too great with this stuff. What? Okay, cool. All right, yeah. So yeah, red sky is just a duplicate pretty much of red cyan, and I have that right here. It's the exact same thing as red sky, so I'm gonna get rid of that most likely. I usually just keep it on my execute window. I just full screen my execute window, and just run it off of that. So, well, it's kind of a mix. Sometimes it depends. Sometimes I'll be running a show, and during the show, I somehow end up on a new position that looks pretty cool, because I do have oh, that's different than what I usually do. Usually I have a different setup than this. I'm probably gonna get rid of this anyways. But usually what I'll do is I'll have a bunch of different groups on this window, and I'll have all of my main executes, or all of my main positions. So let me actually do that right now. Like I'll have the top, I'll have my all group with all of my main ones, and I usually have, if I have moving lights on the front lighting, then I have that separate. But like I'll just do this. I'll have a bunch of different groups, and then I'll have all of my positions next to it. So I can just select these different groups. So if I just want all of the spots that are in the air to do cross, I can do that. If I want to send my aerial spots to down straight, I can do that. And then sometimes I'll end up with a really cool position, and so I'll exit my execute window and go into layout 1 and record that as a new position, and yeah, it works pretty well. There was one time where it didn't work too well. I ended up closing the shutters on my movers, so I just brought up my LED pars and started running the show with just those, trying to figure out what was wrong with my movers, because I didn't realize I closed the shutter on them. So yeah, it took me about like a minute or two to figure out like, but yeah, that's the point of running everything off of my execute screen, is everything's in one place. I can go to all of my effects here and control everything I need with my effects. I usually just stay on this window, my main window, because I have all my positions. I have all of my gobos, all of my colors on this top row. So yeah, usually I'll just stay here, and then I'll go to my effects window. Those are really the two main windows I use. And then I'll go to my faders window for like hazers and stuff like that if I want to change stuff. And then yeah, the media window is still work in progress, but yeah, the idea of my executes is to have everything on the execute window, so I don't have to go to another layout or anything like that. Usually my executes before a show, they're already all set, and they're all and everything's in this region and stuff like that. But yeah, and it's also because I like having bitmaps and stuff like that, make it look nicer and more organized than you can with just the standard layout. It's also, I guess it's also kind of a thing with the size of my screen. If I'm on layout 1, I can't really display everything I want. if I'm just running it like this. While on the other hand, if I'm on my execute window, I can have everything really neatly organized. I can have my position, my colors in different regions. It just makes it easier, I think. But yeah, so to finally answer the question, I do a mix. It's either the only time I'll leave the execute window is to record something. Trying to think. Oh yeah, that's right. Sometimes I'll record like on the fly. I'll record a new flash button or something like that. So for example, I don't know if I have it. No. So for example, I was doing a music festival last summer, and I kept going to this position called blinders. I think I have it somewhere here. Oh, I don't. Wow, it's crazy. Yeah. So usually I have there it is. I have a position called blinders, and I had that on my execute window, but I wanted to have it as a flash button because I would go to that position during drops or before drops, so I could just blind the audience. And during the show, I exited the execute window and took all my groups and put them on blinders during a drop, and then I recorded that into a flash button on my first execute window, and then I just hopped back into my execute window. But yeah, usually I'll only stay in layout 1 for programming and stuff like that. There is a thing right now where I'm kind of trying to figure out how I'm going to run media. I'm working on a way of just making it all on my execute window, but yeah, we'll see. We shall see. Oh, if anyone's asking what these are, these temp palettes, they're what's it called? Soft palettes? That's right. They're soft palettes for my color effects. So if I bring my execute window to the internal, so these right here, these 3 palettes right here, they're soft palettes, or they're linked palettes, I guess. And it basically lets me do, so I have these I have this row for 2 color effects right here, and I can change whatever color is being used in this effect. So if I wanted to just be green and cyan, I can do that, and then I can do different directions. This one's not right, but yeah. And then I have another row for 3 color effects. So if I want to do like an RGB effect, there we go. I can do different directions with it, or I can do this, whatever that is. Yeah, it just allows for a lot of flexibility. So yeah, that's what those color palettes are. There we go. Just do that. Yeah, I am working on some bitmaps for all of my gobos. For all of my main gobos, at least. It's a work in progress. It's definitely a work in progress. I'm glad I started streaming today, because now that I'm in Europe, where the majority of campus users are, I can stream at a normal time, and it just makes a lot more sense. Because usually when I stream back in Canada, it'll be like 10 o'clock for my time, but for European time, it'll be like 5 a.m. or whatever. Yeah, I had a comment about my clicking, and I talked about this last stream. Someone was complaining about the clicking, I apologize in advance. I can't do much about it. I have a mechanical keyboard. It's very clicky. And I'm just hitting my macros all the time. So, sorry. Oh yeah, washes. Those exist. Yeah. So, what am I going to do with this? Ethereal. I might just remove ethereal. I don't even know what it is, actually. What is it? Oh. It's not bad. I also, one thing I want to do, I'm not sure if I'm going to, like, I'm not 100% committed to it yet. But I kind of want to put position, or not positions, but put, make all of my position effects absolute. I don't know, we'll see. Because what happens is if I turn on an effect here, if it's on, if the position of all the movers is like down or something like that, then the effect is not really in the audience, it's just around the band, which is fine for some instances, but sometimes, or most times, I just want it to be like in the air and like this. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But yeah. One thing I found was that if I do put positions in my effects, then it kind of, well, it just doesn't work because my position effects are, I think they're set to like, they have priority over the programmer. So they override anything that's in the programmer, and my positions, my palettes, go into the programmer. So if I try to activate an effect, then it'll go to whatever position is in that effect, when I don't really necessarily want it to be. That probably did not make sense, but when do I ever make sense? Let's go to Velvet Thunder. That one's fine. It's like orange and stuff like that. Oh, that one's, I really like orange. That's a good question. Kind of. It kind of works. It's a bit weird. Okay, wait. I'll start with Rand's question. Yeah, it works decently. It's not that bad, but it also is that bad. Like, sometimes, like, I don't know. It's decent. But yeah, one thing I had to do was I had to go into all of my position effects, and go into the options, go to audio, and I had to set all of them to inhibit on the rate divisor. That way they don't take the speed of the global tap to time. But yeah, usually it's pretty decent. I just set the what's this called? What is that called? The crossfade button, I guess. If you go into setup, is it playback? Yeah. You can set the yeah, that's what it's called, the crossfade button. I just have my crossfade button set to the global tap to time, so it works decently. Sometimes it goes a little bit too fast, but what you can do is you can go into your effects and select a different rate divisor. So if you want it to go 2 times as fast as the time you tap in, then you can do that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try dividing them by 2 or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. a static red look with a color. What? So you mean like a red look with half like strobes going odd even? That's possible. It'd be interesting. No problem, Ryan. Static red look with. I mean, I do have. Do you mean like? Oh yeah, I have to fix that. What is it? I see exact. What? Wow, that's a bad random strobe. Jesus. The beams have the great idea. That's a good random strobe. Oh, I think I know what you mean. Like, kind of like. Kind of like that. Here, let me increase the speed a little bit. Do you mean that? Or do you mean like an actual strobe? Oh, I think I get what you're saying. That's not two parts. What? Oh. What? What? That's interesting. Oh, there we go. You mean like that? Let me bring in my XQ window here. I would do that manually. So like you're saying, I think what you're saying is this, like this, but you strobe on the white, so like that. Okay. I mean, I would just do this manually, just because it's a lot simpler to do it manually. So like, you could record. Actually, let me go into XQ and turn that off. What you could do is you could take all of your movers. I'm pretty sure the color tags have been. Let me check, because I'm pretty sure color tags are in the latest stable version now, because they released a new stable version a few days ago. Let's see. Software download. Yes, I just want to download Where is it? Damn it. Anyways, I know that the color tags are in 1.8.3.0, but I'm pretty sure the new beta, or the new stable version, is 1.8.3.1, I think, something like that. So yeah, I'm pretty sure the color tags are in the latest stable version. If not, they're definitely in the latest beta. Anyway, so yeah, back to the effect. So what I would do is that's tricky. Right, so I would put the effect on all of the lights. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I would just put the effect on all of the lights, select white and red, set the spread to 0, and then set the crossfade to 0 as well, bring up the speed. And then I would just do the strobes manually, because that's a lot less of a pain in the ass. So I usually have like a flash button for my strobes, so I just do strobes manually. I would just do it that way, because adding a strobe to this effect would just be a real pain in the ass to have it built into the effect. It's possible. I would have to think about that. You would have to go between two different... Damn. Let me try something. Yeah. There is a workaround for it. It's a bit of a... Yeah. It's a bit of a long shot. But what you can do, you can bring that to white. Strobes on white, so bring the shutter to fast. Oh, I don't even remember how to do this. Beta's decent. I've run most of my shows off of the beta for live shows. But to be fair, most of the live shows I do aren't that huge. If you're doing a big 1,000 seat venue, then I would definitely probably stick with the stable. If you're doing a small bar gig or whatever, then yeah, you can use the beta. It doesn't have that many bugs, honestly. There's a few times where it's been pretty buggy, but honestly, as long as you're not doing something that breaks it, it should be fine. Right, I'm going to try something. Oh, no. Ah, great. What? Yeah. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Okay. Here's what I'm trying to do. What you can do is you can record two attributes. So I can record a beam attribute into a color palette. I can't remember how to do it though. I'm pretty sure I just have to go do that. And then, yeah, there we go. Right. This is a pain in the ass. Although not really, it's fine. Go program, record options, record color, record beam. Let's call that. But yeah, like I was saying, I've used the beta for most of my shows. It's fine. All right. So now Man, I don't even know if this is gonna work. Where's the... There it is. Duplicate it. What? I guess. That's neat. Not what I wanted. Okay, let's try something else. This may not work. We'll see. The idea is that this has this color palette and this color palette. They have strobe attributes in them as well. That's why it says CBL, because it's a color and beam palette. So the idea is I should be able to add an effect to go between those two. If you could make a chase to just have it do that. So like, oh wow. Wow. Okay. That's wonderful. So now I'm just gonna make this a chase. Let's change crossfade, bring the speed up. This should work. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that works, I guess. If you want, I can walk through how I did that. Yeah. So that's one way of doing it. Actually, let me move this to... I guess that's going there. You could do it that way, although you can't really do global tap to time with QStack or chases. But yeah. So the way you do it is you select your group, select a color, and then go to your beam window, select. So if you want it to strobe on white, then you select your strobe, and then you go over to your programmer, hit record options, and then select record color, record beam, and then you just record that into a color palette or a beam palette, either way. And then you do the same for red, although for red you would want it to be open shutter. Yeah, and then you can make a chase between those two palettes. Or the other thing is just doing an effect between those two. I don't know if that's possible. I'm pretty sure it's not, because it will go between because there's a difference between color effects, beam effects, and whatever. So let's just take this and just cancel out and go to the effects page, add effect. So this is that effect. This is the generic 2-color effect that Campsys has, the built-in one. So yeah, so you can see here, down here, this is the effect editor, by the way. But you can see down here the effects it uses are color palettes. Unfortunately, you can't switch that to be color palettes plus beam or whatever. At least not yet. But yeah, let me open up one of my custom effects and see what I can do. I should have a 2. I mean, I have this one. Yeah. You might be able to. I'm not gonna mess up this that effect, but I might as well make a new one. Oh, it's still, that sucks, yeah. I'll have to do some experimentation, but I'm pretty sure making it into a built-in effect or making a custom effect won't work. So yeah, I think your best bet is to just make it a chase. Either make it a chase or just do a red-white effect and hit the strobes manually. Do I have strobes in here? They're not patched. You would even be able to do, yeah, if you have like atomics or something like that in your rig, you could add that to the chase too. Don't think you would be able to add it to an actual effect, but a chase you would. By the way, this music selection is not mine. It's just whatever's copyright free. It's a playlist I found on Spotify. So yeah. Oh yeah, I have to fix this macro. I really do not want to. It's pressed. You know what? I might as well just re-record this. Setup. View settings. View monitors. And then I have to hit enter. What? Oh, damn it. Oh, damn it. That was the wrong button. Wrong one. Alright, I'm supposed to hit reload multi. Damn it. Alright, let's try that again. Yeah. Okay. Start, setup, system, monitors, reload multi, and then close. There, that should be good. Oh. Dot. Oh shit. Anyways, that should work. Yep, there we go. I don't know why this one got broken, but yeah, I messed with it. This macro just, I should explain what I'm doing. This macro right here, it basically just reloads the window data. So if I have a new setup, if I disconnect a monitor or whatever, I can just hit this and it'll reload everything so that it detects all the new monitors or whatever. Let me just add a bunch of timing data to it. I saw a video not too long ago of a dude who was just watching his MA basically build all his entire show file, because he had this macro that basically just built him his file, which is pretty cool. I want to do that. So like, for example, these colors right here, they're basically always the same for any type of fixture. It's if it's a CMY, it's 000. If it's RGB, it's 100% on everything. Like red is just 100% magenta, 100% yellow, right? It's always going to be that way for CMY fixtures. All these colors are always going to be the same values for CMY fixtures, right? Like green is going to be 100% cyan, 100% yellow. Obviously, some fixtures you'll have to do some tinkering, but what would be cool is I would really love to be able to just build these colors from a macro, like automatically. Because right now, when I come across new fixtures, I have to re-record all of these colors. And it doesn't take that long. It takes like 10 minutes or whatever. But still, it'd be really nice to just have a macro that records all of these. So it just takes your fixtures, sets the values, records the color palette, moves on, does the same thing, repeat, rinse and repeat, you know? But, oh well. I'm pretty sure MA can do that. I know for a fact campuses... Well, no, I'm not going to say I know for a fact. I'm pretty sure campuses can't do that. Yeah. Anyways. I would use chases a lot more. If I could have like a master for them. Because as it is right now... As it is right now, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, if you activate a chase, it will activate regardless. Oh shit, that's a problem. I'm not even gonna touch that. Soft palette thing. Yes. Well, I mean, it depends what version you're on. But I'm pretty sure this was added in like the 1.7 era or something like that, the soft palettes. So they've been here for about a year. But they're really, really great. Basically, how do I, they're kind of like templates or placeholders. That's what they are. That's exactly what they are. They're just placeholders. So if I go over here, these are my soft palettes. They're just regular palettes, but what I've done is recorded all the right values into these. So it doesn't matter what color it is, because these are always going to be replaced. You just have to make sure it has all color attributes in it so that your effects work properly. And they're not linked to anything because that would make them not work. So basically what you do is you take these temp ones and you put them in your execute window. Bring that. I need a macro to just bring my execute window to my main one. We'll see. Maybe I'll make that. Anyways, so I'll just full screen this for this explanation. So these right here are those soft palettes, right? And to make them into soft palettes, you just hover over them, make sure the yellow outline is around them, and then make sure the item type is link. And then you just put a bunch of normal color palettes in the same region, as well as a group with them. And basically what happens is these colors will replace this. So it's basically, if I select cyan, then this temp color will become cyan. If I select like purple or whatever, this temp will become purple, etc. Same thing. This is the same thing for all of these. And what I've done is in these color effects, they don't go between two specific colors. They go between two of the soft palettes. So you can see here it goes between temp 1 and temp 2. And since you can change whatever temp 1 and temp 2 are, that means you can change whatever is going on in those effects. So basically it just means that I can, if I want to have a red and cyan effect, I can do that by just selecting these palettes instead of having to individually record each effect. So previously, before soft palettes, you would basically have to have Q stacks, or basically Q stacks of the effects in them for all the different colors you wanted. But this lets you to change the range of whatever you want, right? So I can change whatever. It basically changes the high and the low value of these color effects. So in this instance, their high value is going to be green and the low value is cyan. And I can change those values to whatever I like. Hopefully that makes sense. And this is the exact same thing for the 3 color effects. Instead of going between only 2 effects, they just go between 3. So it just goes between the 3 temp palettes. I just call, that's what I call them. This is what I've named them. But yeah, they're basically just placeholders. You can do a bunch of stuff with them. So far I've only used them for my color. This is basically just the color effects generator. Yeah, exactly. I used to do that too. I used to have to make all my color effects one by one. It was a pain in the ass. But now I just have this and it works. It works so much better. Because all I have to do is update these 5 effects and set, right? And it lets you be able to have different directions, stuff like that. And when these are in the same region, I can change the parts to it. I can change whether it fades or snaps, although this system is a little janky. But yeah. And then I have a bunch of custom color effects there. Yeah. So that's soft palettes. They're really great. I usually just hide them away really far down. Here we go. And yeah, there's Camps just importing a bunch of new stuff. It basically is just live effects making, yeah. That way you can alter what you want on the fly. Makes life a lot easier. Plus it's really pretty too. Like it's with the it looks a lot nicer, you know, than having just a million Q stack. Oh shit. Instead of just having a million Q stacks, it looks a lot nicer because you have this, you know, colorful display. But obviously it's very functional. And especially, like, you can do fine with just recording Q stacks for all of your colors. But for my 14 colors, that would just be impossible. You know, that would be a ridiculous amount of Q stacks. Especially with like my more subtle colors, like I have C and that's C. I have aqua, lime, amber, orange. There's different like what's it called? Tints, I guess, or whatever. I don't know. Different shades of a color. Yeah. So instead of having a million, I just have this. Makes it a lot easier. Don't know what else you could use this for. I just use it for my colors. I'm sure you could use it for something else too. Because these work for all palettes. So it works for, I don't know if they work for intensity palettes, but I know they work, pretty sure they work for position and beam palettes. So you could do like, you could set up an effects generator for different gobos. Oh, I don't even have that there. Huh. I have like prism effects and stuff like that and gobo effects that go between 2 different gobos. They're not recorded in right now. Oh, yeah, there's the prism effect. But let me just damn it. 1 minute trying to get it. There we go. But yeah. Really flexible. Wait, do I have something? Oh. Let's bring up the battens and see. Yeah, I don't have these. Yeah, these battens aren't really in anything. RGB. I really like RGB. But oh, thank you for subscribing. Ooh, that's not right. Ooh, rainbow barf. Yeah, I like rainbow barf. He's a good one too. Man, I was going to be updating all my stuff, but I ended up not doing that. Reddish. That's not reddish. The hell? Here's this, oh boy. Here's this color picker. This, the 3 groups I have here. So I'm just gonna fix this. That's kind of ugly. Lime is really bright and ugly. I really don't like lime. Let's do that, and then aqua. Ooh, amber looks nice. So anyways, yeah, I have to organize all of these. I even have some that aren't even recorded. I like that one. I really wish in the execute window, yeah, I need to make a macro that brings that in. I really wish you could color code these. I mean, you can if you set it to colored, but the problem then is if you have any bitmaps, shoot, oh, that's fine. If you have any bitmaps, it just sets them to full, which isn't ideal. So I just keep it on boxes. But I would really love, I'd really love to be able to color these, because then I would just like do that, and then I have my purple ones. Well, you know, purple. Just have it sorted like that. But unfortunately, you can't do that. Well, you can, but if you have any bitmaps in that same window, it just kind of ruins them. So I just keep it at boxes. Yeah, Campus, if you're listening, that would be great. Great fix, please. I think. Ooh, that's a nice pink. What is that? Oh, is that just my pink? Yeah, that's a nice pink. And then my super deep purple. Let's do. Ooh, how about this? My idea of this one is that if I go cross, could look better. I also wish I could, what's this controlling? Nothing. I also wish I could put positions on my flash buttons and have it fade to that in a certain time. Because right now, all of my entire position control is on my touchscreen, but I would really love to have a few positions on flash buttons and have it fade to whatever position I just selected. Somehow, I don't know. That'd be great. I mean, obviously, I don't really have much space for positions left because I pretty much used up all of my flash buttons. There's just a few. I think I have 4 flash buttons left out of 20. Oh, if you're not aware, you can set your pause and go buttons as flash buttons. That's what this is. So like I have a bunch of color flashes here. Wow, that's super slow. Yeah, I have a bunch of color flash buttons here that I use. I kind of just play the keyboard when I'm busking. But yeah, let's do play. And then is Tron right? No, it's not. Let's fix Tron. What if I just do this? One great thing about this rig is it's rows of 6, and that's exactly how it's set up in my group window. So like I can just do that, or I guess that's how it's gonna be. I can just select them like this, and it's symmetrical, or it's how it should be. Yeah, it's good. Although let's see what, yeah. That's Tron. EDM is so easy to predict. Wow, that's... Oh, got something in there that should not be in there. Is that because of... Did I mess up something? I did. Yeah. Wait, what? Yeah. Yeah, that's great about this rig is I don't have to mess around with some stupid selection. Or I don't have to guess where stuff is. I can just look at this and it works pretty well. Let's bring in the execute window. And pretty sure there's another way of doing this, but whatever. Actually, I can just merge it into there. Let's go left. Oh wait, it's just left. And then I can merge it into that one. Voila. Now this one you can see when I'm holding it, yeah, it's not right. Let's just remove all of those. And then merge it into there. And voila. I need to make some new flash buttons. Odd even flash buttons. Oh. Yeah. Oh yeah, I have a bunch of these. I have to work on that. I have a bunch of these really cool chases. Well, I have one of them, but they're ever expanding. This is spinny because it's like it's rotating around the rig. I only have the spots in this chase, but I like it. What's cool is it's not a circle, it's just... That's cool. I like it. Oh, I don't even have any effects selected. Go, let's bring this down. I can, what's cool is I can take this, I can make position effects from this, or position palettes from effects. It's a bit of a pain, especially when you don't have a PC wing. Usually if I had a PC wing, I would just be playing with these two faders. But for example, just to demonstrate it, let's go to, I guess this is gonna be it. Let's just take this position here, and I'm gonna make this a whatever. I'm gonna make this the position. So I'm just going to select my lights here. Programmer. Oh. Doesn't really matter if I clear the programmer. Why does it do that? Okay, now I can go record options, record position. And I can record that here. So let's go to band. Yeah, that's not even working, but yeah, there you go. There's that position we just made. So you can, I'm pretty sure if you're active in the lighting YouTube world, there's only one channel for that, and that's Christian Jackson. This is a video where he did the same thing on MA, just used some position effects to create create some looks. Let's see. Oh, that's interesting. It's messing, it doesn't look like the right positions because I have this up. So you can mess around with this. And use different sorry, I'm trailing off. You can use different positions to kind of influence it. Why does that one have two beams? Oh, it's not two beams, it just looks like it. Oh, that's cool. Two lights are following each other. Right there. And let's, oh, do I even have a ballyhoo? Oh, I do. I need to send this into... Alright, let's record a new effect then. Position. Actually, it should be an absolute effect. So let's bring it. Blinders. True spread, yeah. Is it segments that I want? No, parts. Let's go odd even. Yep, that works. I'm just trying to make a crazy just a crazy thing. But just do inverted. Oh, that's neat. So this is a lot of programming. This is what programming is a lot of time. It's just messing around, looking at what things look like. That doesn't look great. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see, my normal circle is also fine. Maybe I should add some LED powers to this rig. What do you guys think? Should I add some LED powers? Do I have... There we go. Oh. Wait, what? Oh, I have the wrong group. There we go. Let's go to... It's time for some position making, I think. Let's start with the beams, because these are the easiest to work with for this stuff. Let's make sure I have that right. Is that good? So I'm just doing, I'm using a symmetrical fan to do a bunch of stuff here. It works great for tilt. Doesn't really work great for anything else other than that. Like, it doesn't do much for pan. But you can make some pretty cool looks. Yeah. Oh, I know. If I bring this one down like this, yeah, that's decent. And then I can record this as what's this gonna be? Not flower. Guess this will be splay. And what I like to do is I like to go in and fix stuff, because there's a few things here that don't really look too top. What if I cross these? The hell is this? Yeah, that's fine, I guess. It doesn't... It feels like something's missing from this. Oh. Let's spread it some more. Yeah, there we go. That's what I was missing. And let's bring this up to there. There you go. Yeah, this isn't the most exciting thing in the world, but yeah. Just bring these like that. I like to bring the iris down on everything when I'm recording positions, just because it makes it a lot easier to see. What should we do with this? Let's actually, let's do the opposite. Let's do that. Fan it down like that. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take if I fan these a bit. Ah, great. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Don't like being too close to the camera in previds, just because it's annoying. That's fine. Oh, and I still have these. That's great. Let's fan them down. Oh, and one of them's hitting right into the wall. Right, great. Ooh. Yeah, that works. Yeah, that works. Wonders. Just make sure I have. Yeah. Nice. I like that. The yeah, they're doing a cool little thing. You know what? I might do the same thing. Yeah, sorry, this isn't the most thrilling thing to watch. But gotta do it. The idea of this rig is it's a morphing rig. So it has a it's just a really generic rig. And the idea is I can just take these, morph them to another fixture, and go. I'll obviously have to update a few things, but yeah. Oh, I should get some coffee. That'll take a while though. If y'all would like to see something specific, I can. Pretty good with the whole. Oh man, sorry. Yeah, if y'all want to see something real specific, I'll do my best and try to explain. So like, yeah. Okay. I'm glad I've made this whole color coding system for my QStacks. It's a great feature. Thanks, Campsys. I wonder if anyone from Campsys actually watches these streams. I doubt it. Ooh, yeah, I like that. Let's do the same for this, for the beams. But for the beams, it's the blue. The blue's in the middle. The blue is in the middle. I should probably make a group for these, but yeah. Oh, do I even have cyan? I do. There we go. This should work pretty. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Just bring everything up. Just messing around, really. Thank you, Peter. Ooh, I like ethereal. There's a bunch of yeah, there's a bunch of ones here that aren't recorded. So let's do that. Let's finally get to doing colors. Oh, that's not warm green. Let's start from the top, shall we? And I'm gonna start with these. My spots. Velvet Thunder, that's good. Mars. Do I have a green? That's a very deep green. Oh! Oh my god. The song. Oh, I haven't heard this song in 6 years? Jesus. Sorry, this is a flashback. Wow. This is like when I still played Minecraft, when I was just getting into playing Minecraft. Good lord. I didn't know. Yeah, top of the world. Damn. Sorry, that's yeah, sorry about that. Alright, let's make this proper green, I guess. Kelly green. Wait a minute, what? Oh, interesting. Okay. Usually I prefer using color wheels, just because they're brighter, usually. Since there's a lot less stuff obstructing the light, it just makes them brighter. Because when you mix, so for green, for example, green, what is it, cyan and yellow? Yeah. So you have two pieces of glass in front of the lens, right? At 100%. and it dims it a little bit, makes it a little bit darker. Same with red, it's two things going on at the same time, makes it dimmer. It diminishes the brightness of the light. Obviously, if you have a Mac 3, it doesn't matter because the Mac 3 is ridiculously bright, right? But if you have something a little bit less powerful, then if you have a color wheel, it's pretty useful because then you have a lot less in front of the lens. You just have one gel as opposed to two pieces of glass. That's why like colors like cyan tend to be really bright because it's only you only have one thing in front of the lens when you're mixing it, right? Same thing with yellow and magenta, and it works with RGB too because if you just do red, it actually makes a lot more sense if you just think about it with RGBs. If you're doing red, it's only red, right? But when you do something like cyan, you're combining green and blue, and so that's two, and it doubles the brightness. Don't take it that for gospel. I don't know if it actually doubles the brightness, but it just makes for a brighter color. Yeah. But if you use a color wheel, there's none of that. Plus, you can do split colors, which are amazing. I love split colors quite a bit. Alright, let's fix these colors, shall we? Velvet Thunder. Not bad. I'm actually going to... There we go. I have a bit of orange in the back there. I might as well do that. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Mars, desert. Candy is just same way. It mixes different CNYs. Sunrise, sea breeze. Oh, that's not good. Mango Loco. Yeah, that's not bad actually. Yeah, rainbow's good. Yeah, good stuff. What? Oh, blue is really dark. Jeez, you can barely see it. What if I make everything that's not Congo blue. Yeah, look at that. That's so dark. So Purple Rain looks really nice. It's like, yeah, it's oh Jesus Christ. Purple Rain is just blue and like deep purple. It looks really nice. Really easy on the eyes. Oh, I don't even have these recorded. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Purple Rain. I still have to record a bunch of different... Ooh. That's interesting. Huh. Hot pink is literally just less magenta. It's interesting. That's interesting. Peaches 9242. I'm just gonna replicate these. to get my color. Because the mixing is pretty much the same. See? Yeah, the mixing is more or less the same. Man, those beams are real bright. Peach and what's my lavender? 100% or 51, 119. Yeah. Yeah, this isn't exactly, I've said this a million times, but this isn't exactly the most thrilling stuff. 75, 87. I'm hoping that I can eventually get a PC wing so I can do a lot more with the extremes and also with just programming and doing stuff, but we'll see. And it goes 71, 49. Actually, is that right? Yeah. I don't even know what that was. I think I messed that up. Yeah, I did. There we go. And now, oh. Damn. Make sure I have, yep, okay, cool. Let's do some effects stuff, shall we? First I have to do a symmetrical selection of groups. Huh. Wow, that's really useful, thanks, I didn't know that. Oh, almost launched my mic across the room. Good thing I have this arm. I did not know that, thank you. Stored value to attribute. There's a whole bunch of like tricks they don't really say, they didn't really mention in the manual. Although they might mention that in the manual. I haven't read it in a few months, so I don't know. That's really neat. I didn't know you could do that. It's pretty cool. I know you can also, another thing you can do is you can type in a number and then a palette, and it'll fade to that palette with the time you typed in, which is also pretty neat. Oh. What should I do? I don't really know what I want to do right now. This one needs to be fixed. This one's not great. But man, I love this. Sorry, I spent like last stream. I spent most of the time just messing around with these. I'm pretty sure these are all already like built in and stuff like that. These are pre-built ones. You could do some really cool stuff with it. Whoa, is that like brown? The hell? What? Brown? How? How on earth do you get brown? I would never use it in a show, but I'm curious. I don't know. You can't really do it. Brown isn't really a color you can recreate with light, but yeah. It's cool. One thing that's pretty neat. Let me go to. Actually, let me go to. Oh yeah. Oh, I haven't even done that. Actually, no, I have. Right, here we go. Here's the rainbow. Yeah, there's the rainbow. Okay. One thing that's really interesting with this is you can look here at this little preview box, and you can see the top right here. These buttons are doing RGB, but these ones are doing like CMY stuff. That's because the lights in this grid are CMY fixtures, and these are the LED buttons. But it's converting it into this so that it's all the same. So if I bring up the LED buttons, they're copying everything else. This window is so cool. I love it. Oh, it's still doing the media? Okay. Let's do... Oh, that's one thing that really annoys me. The media pages thing. Sorry. Huh. Let's just do this for now. But yeah, you can do some crazy stuff with this. Oh yeah, this one's cool. Doing horizontal lines. Move? What's it moving? I really want to try the audio bit. I haven't been able to because I don't have a PC wing, but I really want to try the audio effect. Oh, I can change the color. Select that. Oh wait, it's not vertical, it's horizontal move. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Oh, Jesus. Oh yeah, this is neat. I don't know what this is. It's not really an effect. It doesn't move or anything. I can't even change the offset or anything. What is this? Ah, we're spot random. There we go. Oh, that doesn't work because I have a thing. Cool. Alright, let's do some stuff, shall we? Do I even have anything? Yeah. Let's do Ballyhoo, yeah. And let's bring up and I would bring down all my intensity and then activate all my effects. I'm gonna see if I can. Man, I really wish I had a PC wing. I could actually show what I'm doing. Yeah, I like to, when I'm running a show, I like to really play the keyboard. Or not the keyboard, but the lighting board. And it's kind of hard to do that when you don't have a lighting board. It's slightly difficult. Really wish I could, because then I could have a camera set up and just show how I'm busking. But yeah. Is this one? Whoa, that's cool. This front one is blue and this back one is red, and it's mixing to be like not magenta, but it's trying to be magenta, you know? Man, I know this song. What playlist am I on? Oh. Oh, there we go. Cool. Cloud 9. Anyways. Man, I need some more space on my playbacks. I have no more space. Oh, organic. Man, organic does not do anything. I guess this would be useful for like corporate or something. Can you change where it's coming from, I guess. Oh, cool. What does tile do? Oh, I don't have any strobes, that's right. Oh, that's interesting. That's good to know. What do I have for intensity effects? Oh, I want to do like bounce. Oh, that's cool. See, I really like having a bunch of different intense or chases like this, intensity chases, because you can mix it with, if you mix them with different effects, they can be pretty cool. Because this is what that effect is. But if you add like, yeah, if you add a position effect to it, it looks pretty cool. Okay, cool. I mean, ideally, man, I said this a lot. If I had a PC wing, I could just use the encoders on the PC wing instead of having to do it manually. I need to make sure my hazer stuff works. Well, it should be 10 seconds and then it'll turn off. I guess we'll find out. Yep, and then there's a 5 seconds as well. I really want to get my hands on an MQ500 too. I keep seeing pictures on the Facebook group, on the campus Facebook group of people using them. I'm like, ah, damn it! If only. I wish. I really want to play with one. That would be real nice, because it's a nice console. It's a really nice console. It has all those playbacks, and it has those nice screens. Man, I wish. Just testing to make sure all of my timing cue stacks work properly. Basically what these do is like, so they just turn on, oh wait, these are all messed up. The names are all messed up. Huh. Anyways, so for example, let me just fix that. Yep, cool. So like this will just turn on the hazer for 5 seconds, and then it turns it off automatically. And then this one turns it on for 10 seconds. That way, if I just want to add some, like a burst of haze onto the stage, I can just hit these buttons and go right back to what I was doing. Because they turn themselves off, so I don't have to come back here and turn it off manually. I can just go up 10 seconds, go back to what I was doing. Select a bunch of million colors or whatever. Just keep on busking. And you'll see it'll turn off after 10 seconds, so I don't have to worry about it like that. And yeah, this is just the fader page. I have a bunch, as you can see, this is the position effect size. It's on this window as well, mostly because it looks cool when I'm moving it, because it moves on the screen too. And then a bunch of color spots. So if I bring down, if I bring this up, and let's send it, let's find them. There we go. So I can do that. So now they're in blue. Oh wait, the positions are all messed up. Whatever. Because I didn't, yeah, I moved them a bit. Anyways, now they're all in blue. I can go to my screen here, and you'll see these are all LTP faders that fade up to white. So I can just do spots on the different band members with color instead of light. So it's pretty neat. That way your band is still lit, but you can still draw focus on a point in the stage. I would like to put this on physical faders, but yeah, usually I'm only using a PC wing or an MQ60 or whatever. Even if it's an MQ80, I wouldn't have space for these, so they're on my touchscreen right now. If I had the chance to play with an MQ500 though, I would definitely put them on physical faders. That would be fantastic. And this right here is a real simple color picker. Lets you pick 2 colors. Not that complicated. So you can do 2 color combos really easily. Yeah, it's pretty great. I like it. I really like it. If I just want to do blue and purple, then there we go. It just selects, having these two, it's like an odd even, so primary is like an odd selection of the grid, and then secondary is an even selection, although they're symmetrical. So like you'll see, damn, that does not show much. Right, here we go. Oh, that's just the beams. Let's do the spots. There we go, that's a lot better. Yeah, so you'll see a lot of people, like if you look at the Christian Jackson color picker, it just goes by groups, which is fine. Like I use this a bit Not much, but a bit sometimes. I like to just have, like I run most of my show off of these, but if I want to create something real quick, like red and aqua or whatever, then I can just use this to make it. And it's really quite useful. Oh, these still need updating. That's easy. And they're really easy. It's really easy to make these palettes too with this system. Because I just use these two groups to make them. Funky. Auto save that. Oh yeah, the split, that's not that's right, there we go. Sick. I wonder, did I update? No, I did not. This one did, yeah. Star Wars is nice. Purple Gusher, I think that still needs some work. And then I have one of my favorite, yeah, I really love doing stuff up on the wall. You can do some really cool shit with it. Let's turn the prism off, go real wide. Yeah. Could do this. Man, I love it. Afternoon. Oh, I see. The salty bee man. I know who you are. It's not even the afternoon. It's 9 p.m. No. No. DMX is not better than XLR. For lighting. Ah, I hate... Actually, can I go to like the neon forest? Why does it do that? Oh. Okay, I got it. I got it. Yeah, I'm home. I'm back in Brussels. Whatever. You do you. This doesn't... The colors I pick here don't matter. Because this is a special palette for stuff. I'll demonstrate. So I'll just put it here. I mean, I might be coming over to school soon to do some updates and make some profiles for all of our fixtures. Maybe. We'll see. Actually, probably. Yeah, what happened at... What's going on with school? There we go. Dope. What, 9:20? I'm probably gonna end the stream at 10. Boarding school. Oof. Big oof. That sucks. ISP is great. Ooh. That's nice. Well, I'll be around in a few days. I'm probably going to come over this week to do some updates on a million things. Well, he'll make do. Ooh, that's nice. Whoa. It's wild. Cool. I mean, he's gonna, yeah. Oh, the prism's still on. Oh, no, it's not. Rip. I might come in tomorrow and borrow the PC wing. Nice. Just make sure it's what you want to do. Oh, I didn't even update those. Ugh, great. Ooh, that's dope. Yeah. That's cool. Is there any shows going on in the theater right now? Ooh. That's dope. Not very bright. There we go. Yeah, looks cool. Cool beans. That's one thing I was worried about. MS Play. And the HS Play? Ugh. Who's on the main stage? Shakespeare Star Wars. What? Oh, I like that. Shakespeare Star Wars? What? For everyone who's not who doesn't know what's going on. I went to school with the Salty Reman, and I'm going back this week to do some updates because we got a PC wing, and I've been maintaining it. Well, I'm trying to maintain it, and usually we have a main theater of like 300 seats or something like that, and we also have a black box of like 40 seats, and we have all the nice stuff in the big theater, with reveals and stuff like that. Oh, of course, the Star Wars Shakespeare thing is for the MS. Yeah, it's Carl, obviously. What's the high school doing? I'm curious to see what this Star Wars Shakespeare. What would that even be? Jesus. Carl's a madman. Oh, shit. I need to fix this strobe. It's not, I don't know. Something's not right with it. It doesn't look right. Stand up. Oh, great. Okay. Woo. Prism on. Let's go open white. Dope. There's cyan. Right, let's go pebbles. Oh, wait, shit. There we go. Pebbles, open that up, go to prism. I won't put any rotation or anything on it yet. Pebble prism. And then, let's stop the rotation. What? The hell? What? What's spinning? Oh. Okay. There we go. Wow, okay. Oh, it's still spinning. There it goes. What MS class? You mean the MS drama class? If so, then yeah, obviously. Just that. Trippy Hypno. What's Trippy Hypno? I can't remember exactly what Trippy Hypno is. I guess it's this. Oh. Oh yeah, obviously, yeah. Yeah. Rip. Rip. Yeah, I feel bad for you. That was the first mistake. Oh, dope. That's cool. Let's do... Oh, I don't even have anything on, do I? Where's my rainbow? Yeah, that's cool. Let me add, like... Oh, shit. Yeah, that seems about right. Yeah, that seems, yeah. That's, yeah. Welcome to Tech Theater. I'm planning on coming over maybe this week or next week or whatever, and we're gonna bring down one of the VLs and we're gonna open it up to show people how it works. Because yeah, it's really useful to know how the insides, how moving lights work. Just because, I mean, yeah, kind of self-explanatory. Then you can. It just makes programming a lot easier when you're doing that. Dope. And let's go. No. Oh, that's sweet. Jeez, that's cool. Oh, it's just doing the, yeah. New mic and XLR mixer. For like your home setup? I got one too. I got a Behringer. Don't know, can't remember what it's called, but yeah, I got a Behringer mixer. I just use it as a DAC. I have. Oh yeah, never mind. I don't know why I'm bragging because you have one too. I have a mic arm now. Hey, yeah, I have the same one. I have the same mixer. It's a good mixer. There's a little bit of noise every now and then, but yeah, it's good. I like it. Right now, I just use it for as a DAC. But later, I want to get an XLR mic and have that set up. It's a good mixer. I do half and half. I kind of do USB sometimes, but most of the time I just run a line from the stereo input or stereo output or whatever for my laptop, so I can actually do EQ from my laptop, if that makes sense. So I just amp the bass up because, yeah, my headphones can do pretty well with the bass, but I have to just amp it up with that. I mean, ISB's great though. That sucks. ISB's really good. Great theater program. Well, for my tech upgrades, I have a Razer Black Widow. What's it called? Yeah, I have a Razer Black Widow Chroma 2 V2. That's what the clickiness is. I would. Got my super clicky keyboard, which is super nice, and I have a bunch of custom color layouts for it when I'm running a show. I should email Grody before. What's this? I should email him before I show up tomorrow. I'll probably come on Tuesday or something like that, or whatever. We'll see. "30 minutes. Do I have enough time to go get some food?" I might end the stream right here and go get food before their shop closes. And yeah. my home setup right now is my keyboard, my laptop, and then I have HD display, and then I have a TV from like 2001. Yeah. Oh yeah. A few people have been telling me that. Thanks, man. It's like these live streams are good because like I'm the only one doing them. I mean, Campus has made a few, I think, but they've kind of gone under the radar. All right. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna end the stream here, anyways. Go get some food. I'll maybe see you tomorrow, and maybe see you not tomorrow. Maybe Tuesday. We'll see. I have to email Cody. Yeah. Have a good one. See you in a bit. Thanks for watching.